Hello and welcome back to Bits and Bobs, and buckle up for probably the biggest unboxing you've ever seen. Sneak peeks going on all over the place. We've got a box full of coins there. This is a bag full of hammered coins that I've bought. We've got all kinds of silver, £20 coins. We've got big bags of pound coins. We've got tons of big coppery coins and all kinds of stuff. Folders of coins, pages of coins, endless coins. So make yourself a nice cup of something to drink, sit back, relax, and enjoy as we go through this massive, huge collection and assortment of coins that I have bought over the last few weeks or so. We begin with, look at this, very nice. South Africa, 1 shilling from 1956, a design we don't see too much. We've got the Queen though, who we do know. There is some details of the coin, and as we see, £5 was paid. It is 50% silver, and quite nice condition, quite a good coin. So I will put things on screen, but we're gonna have so much that it won't all be. I usually leave things on screen to show you. Just sliding in, we've got here a nice quality 1924 half crown, better than usual, potentially an upgrade for my condition in my collection of my date run. We've got a Philharmonic here. It's, as I say, it's all kinds of things. There's no order to today's video. As we see there, just a classic bullion coin. I think I paid, some things will have prices on, some things won't. I paid about 33 for this one, and there's a few more 1 ounce coins. Let's go for this piece next, and we're going to go, I'm not going to rush, but we're going to go a bit faster because there is so much stuff. We've got a 1915 shilling here. Very nice condition. Good coin. I paid £15 for that one, as we see, high grade. Pretty nice, and again, potentially something to sell on, as some of this will be, some of the non-English stuff that I don't collect. As you know, I'll get it out of the way now as I show things. We do have a shop in Salisbury, Gatehouse Antiques, that you may know of. We may have mentioned, we've definitely mentioned it before if you've seen us mention it before. But yeah, in Salisbury, we've got a shop where we do have cabinets there with coins for sale. There's another one, a bit worse, but a bit better price. And we also have our Whatnot auctions. So we do auctions on the Whatnot platform, and we have tons of buy it nows available to buy now, the link for which is in the description. And if you have not signed up already, you get £10 free credit for your first purchase. So there we go. Got a 1928 half crown. They state they've got the right brute force. We're in. Just look at that. That's bound to be an upgrade in condition for my own date run, which is always nice. Obviously not expanding, but improving the collection. You know what? Let's change it up a little bit. Let's go into this bag now. We're a bit zoomed in. I can come back to the box of goodies there. But yeah, I love doing this. I spent too much money, and then you get back and you kind of forget about it. Not forget about it, but you know what I mean. And now I'm just going through, showcasing and enjoying all these coins. It is great fun, and I hope you are liking what we are showing so far. So we've got Australia shilling from 1954 with the Queen again. So similar sort of colonial one to that, just about you see it there, the South Africa one. We've got an Australia florin, a cool design. There's the English lion and the Australian king. That is a nice coin, actually. Never seen this design before. So I thought, you know what? Look at that. I believe this is 50% silver. And that is a cool design. Like it quite a lot. And that one, as I don't collect English, will be for sale somewhere. I say somewhere, I don't know, as I'm doing this, whether it will be in the shop or on the Whatnot, but who cares? We'll find out somewhere. We'll put it somewhere and move it on. We've got one gulden from the Netherlands. Again, a silver coin. I believe those are 800 silver. Good. I bought this for melt price. I love these. They're just a nice. It's such a good. It just feels. That feels wonderful. I can't show you that, which I apologise for. Oh, I can show you this quickly. 2 Annas, India, 1917. George V, King and Emperor. That is a nice piece, actually. Very nice. Don't know why that's off to the side so far. I'll put it back in frame, or maybe not if my face is in the way. Anyway, these, as I say, they just feel just such a tactile coin. I love it. Right, let's do a little bit of copper, then we'll go to hammered, then back to the more bullion things. In fact, let's just do a midway copper coin hunt. Here we go. Look at those. Oh, look, that is, isn't that just just a good, people like pristine coins. I'm one of them. But I also like good old, done your job kind of coins, if you will. Right, try and get the focus on these. The smaller half pennies are all new dates for my date run. We've got some nicer ones and some more worn ones. You've got 1869. I won't bother trying to show you the date properly. That's a really poor condition one. This one, though, is much nicer. There's a lot to do, so I can't do it for every single coin, but you will have seen perhaps already some of these I will take pictures for and cut away to those close-ups, those pictures. But we can zoom in a bit more. 1876, another new date for the collection. 1865 halfpenny, another new date for the collection. That is a good one. Looking forward to adding that amongst the date run. A bit dirty, but it is nice. 1882. Some of these, a lot of halfpennies you just see in the bulk bags and all this. I did pay, not a lot, but things like this, 10, 15 pounds. The other one, actually, I paid about 15 or something like that for these. I think I paid maybe 40 for the whole lot or something. Hold on, guys. I've disappeared. I'm going to be back. Right, I'm back, and I apologise. I was gone for a few minutes there, I think. I need to keep my eye on this camera because it's been cutting out recently. That's the second time or third time it's happened. I am back for now. Luckily, this camera is still rolling. The coin's much more important than my face, but I'll try and stay with you if my storage and camera will allow me. Anyway, as you've seen, we've carried on with these. I might not have been facially there to show you, but as we see, 1880 is the final one of those. We've then got the big pennies. I don't quite remember. Oh, hang on. No, we haven't. Well, we have, but we've got two more. Well, 1866 and 1868. So again, a really big boost there to my halfpenny collection. All of these will be new. Right, then onto the big pennies. We have William. I'm going to keep glancing over there to check that's on. This is a William one, I believe. William IV, 1831. 800,000 mintage or so. Not greatly. It's a bit beat up, but I think that's a new coin. I'm not sure if I have one of the William, the big copper pennies, and my goodness, that's 6 pence. That would be a little 6-penny piece. The weight of that is, they're big coins for sure. And we are running out now on the table of room. We've got here 1843, I believe so. 1843, I'm very sure, will be another new date for the collection. Again, not a brilliant coin condition-wise, but a nice coin and a new date for the collection. Who can grumble? I paid 15 pounds or so for all 6 of these, so something like that. As I say, I bought these coins all over the place so recently, so not quite sure on the prices. And then we have 4 pretty worn cartwheel pennies. Whoops, that one's a bit more worn now, a bit more damaged. But yes, 4 cartwheel pennies of varying degrees of wear. But I just like the feel of those, and again, as they're duplicates, they're things that will be put in auctions and in the cabinets and sold on. A quick glimpse at this, something a bit different. Churchill, £20 coin. We all know these, we all like these. I've got one in my collection. I paid £18 for this. So I thought, you can't, you can because you can't really spend them, but that's not too far wrong. Also, though, especially as it is 15 grams of silver, melting now at 15, 16 pounds or so. Yeah, £18. Who could complain or go wrong or whatever? That will be in the cabinet, I think. This is just a nice thing that will look good in the Salisbury cabinet. And yeah, the only thing, when I tell you what I pay for them, and you see it at a markup, you can say, look at that. But of course, you've got to make a bit of money. It won't be £18 in the cabinet, I'll tell you that much. This also won't be £18, and I didn't buy this for £18, unfortunately. This is an Australian kangaroo. Whoops, that was a bit of a poor accent there. Anyway, 2024, 1 ounce, 9999 silver. Pretty much brand new kangaroo. King Charles's portrait, which is, it's not as good as it. It's not that close and as good as the British portrait. That's the Australian portrait. Don't know who it's by. But there we go. Pretty cool to see Charles III, His Majesty, on coinage of the Commonwealth. Again, about £33 paid for these. What a great deal. Bought a little, not ages ago, but spot price has gone up a lot as of filming. And again, when I record this, it could be way higher. When I publish this, when you see it, it could be way higher, way lower. That could be worth £5 or £50. Who knows? Right, let's do what that's, you might have seen that, and that's not quite in frame at the corner there. One more of these, one more Philharmonic with the other one that's buried in there, £33 once again. We've got this. The only reason I bought this was because I did a triple million take. I was like, huh? Because I saw the price tag, £750. And then it was pointed out. I was like, what on earth? It was pointed out to me. It's £7.50. He said you can have it for £6. I was like, oh, go on then. Well, okay, So is it worth that? It's certainly not worth 750, but I think for £6, it is a nice one. It definitely will be an upgrade for me. So happy to chuck that in the threepence collection. Let's do these quickly. Right, these we have 34 old pound coins, and I paid £30. So I am in profit there because you can cash these in at the bank. Is there any more value to them? In this condition, not really. I have looked through them all, and as we can see, there's just the standard definitive designs. None of the there's a few of the bridges ones, but they're not that rare. None of the cities ones or the floral designs, like last pound coin or so on. Nothing very rare. They are all a bit dirty and so on. So I'm going to have a look through. I won't get them all out now, but I'll have a look through, see if there is any upgrades or new dates for my pound coin collection. And the rest might be just probably sold at face value for those that want them, or a few of the dirty ones cashed in, that kind of thing. Or chuck them up there, mostly hidden behind my face. I have been going for 13 minutes, and we have not yet seen, maybe a bit less because I had to edit out when I disappeared, but we've been going for a while, and we have not yet seen these. Oh, spoiler alert, another video. I bought a bunch of random hammered coins. I'll keep those actually, yeah. Spoiler alert for a future video. I bought 25 hammered coins for £70, and we'll see whether it was a good deal. These ones, though, I believe are a good deal, and oh my goodness, here's the good stuff. Charles I penny. Now, these prices aren't what I pay. In fact, they are what I paid. Apart from this one, which actually was £20. That was a bit cheap, apparently. And fair enough, because it has got a good portrait there of Charles I. You can see the moustache and everything. And there's the other side, the reverse. Lovely little coin, nice little penny. Charles I Tower Mint, 1625, 1649. And yeah, £20 for that. Happy days. I do have one of those, so better condition will go in my collection, and worse condition will go in the shop, as that's really a very good business model, definitely, and isn't going to bankrupt me doing that. Anyway, this will have to be sold. There's one here that I'm keeping, no matter what I'm going to keep. This one will have to be sold. This is way better than mine. Edward I long cross penny. There's the details. I bought this, and I did buy it for 110. I trust the label, but I think I don't actually trust the label. Do you know what? One for the comments. I'm going to get it out. I would have thought if you gave me this, I would say thank you very much. And then I would say, I believe this is Henry III. Is it? Or am I being silly? I'm no expert on hammered coins. But look, I mean, I know it says Henrik. I know they did issue posthumous ones. Where's the diddly-do? Does it say that? London Mint. 1299 to 1301. Yeah, interesting. I recognise and would have guessed the portrait as Henry III, but it says Edward I. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to sell this until I find out the. Look at that! You can see the clear cross where you would cut it. It's beautiful. Then you can it's like a pizza cut up, ready to go into the smaller bits. Wonderful coin. I will not sell this until I know who it is for sure. So do help me with that, and then it can be sold on for a little over 110, which I think personally it is worth, as that's why I bought it. We then have this one for my collection. Richard I, Lionheart, 1184 to 99, penny, short cross, Canterbury Mint, and then there's the Spink number. £150 is what I paid. Now, the reason I paid that is because I liked it. Is that an excuse? But no, I think it's worth that or more than. And I don't have didn't have a Richard I coin. I am trying to get a coin of each monarch and simultaneously getting a penny of each monarch. This ticks 2 boxes in my collecting. And look at that. Look at that. I mean, look at that. A new monarch, a new penny, a new one for the collection. I think a really good stunner. I mean, 1184, that condition, Richard the Lionheart, rare monarch, all things lining up to say, yes, this is a very nice coin, if I do say so myself. An absolute beauty. One of the best that I've had for a while. Beautiful stuff. Not much more to say. As I put it away now on screen, you will see pictures of this coin, front and back, and you will be saying to yourself, my goodness, what a lovely piece that is. Right, we'll stay zoomed in there as we come back to this one. Bit of fun. I paid a tenner, good price. Edward I long cross penny, London mint, and there it is. See, this is Edward I. Look at his portrait, nowhere near this one. So perhaps, who knows? We'll find out. I'll research it, and you can help me in the comments if you know. There we go. I won't get that one out. Just a little Edward I penny, a bit damaged, nothing spectacular, but yeah, happy days. Not much more to say there. Right, we've got this weird thing. 1990 France, Abbottville, 100 francs. It's 900 silver. I paid a little below melt, whatever melt is. It's probably £20 of melt. I might have paid like 18, something like that. Bit of a deal. Who can complain? Just fun to buy fun stuff, because I won't collect or keep this, but it's fun to buy interesting things, do that research, find out about it, and then move it on at a slightly higher price. There we go. Right, we are. I can zoom out a bit for you, but look, we're running out of room on the desk here. But what a good problem to have. My things are blowing around. I've just seen. Right, let's we're getting there. Great fun this is. I love a big unboxing because I can just ramble and ramble. And we're closing in on the 20-minute mark, so hopefully you're all still here. We have a bit of random fun stuff now. Look at that. That's all silver. So I'm told. I paid melt price for all this. So even the minted bits you can see there. We've got some silver diddly-doos. And then this is all just silver. Well, we've got some 1 gram Germania mint bars. I did quite well, because when I bought all this stuff, silver was 93 pence a gram. So this cost me 93 pence. But silver is now, as of recording, 99 pence a gram. So, well, hey, 6 pence profit on each of my silver bars. Can he complain? But yeah, some silver bars, some silver circles, a little different one there. If you can I think the focus is doing quite well, to be fair. We've got a few different ones. There's Germania. There's a Peter Rabbit bar. Oh, the wind might take these ones. He's a bit light. Right, there we go. The bag has just blown away. So I'm going to have to, you know what, to hell with it. Chuck them all over the place. We're making a mess. I don't care. That's definitely going to be lost, but no, it won't be. Put it up there. Pop it on a cartwheel penny for safekeeping up in the corner there. Right. That's the box empty. I'll then show you this. Have to zoom. I know I zoomed out enough. This I bought again for face value, these pound coins, but these ones are a bit nicer condition. So maybe they're worth a bit more. There we go. The focus helps you see. They are a bit shinier, just a bit nicer. Again, I will compare any better coins or new coins for my collection, and then we can move on the rest. But yeah, again, at face value, there's no real risk. They're probably only worth £1 to £2 at the best. So a bit of fun, happy to, just good fun really. And if I get a bit for my collection and a little bit of profit, then who's going to argue with that? Right, look at this. We need a bigger desk. My goodness. Might actually need to raise the camera up. There we go. Whoop. There, we can see it all now. Things are blowing around to my side. That's all flown off the table. We've got this. I'm not going to take these out just because of the runtime, but I bought these. Oh, look. Got one falling out there. These are shillings, as we note. Oh, there we go. That's a bit more focused, isn't it? These are shillings. I paid £22 for these, which is £11 per 4 shillings, and 4 shillings worth melts at £11.30. So, who's complaining? You know me. I love a bit of 50% silver. Buying it all over the place and chucking it everywhere, making a bit of a mess. Those ones are taped in a bit better. But yes, good fun stuff. Adding to the pile of absolute madness. Okay, whoa, right, last thing. After all these good deals, good coins, good stuff, I'm allowed now to have made my, what I think was an overpay, maybe not, who knows. We'll see. I haven't done any research. I just had a little discussion with who bought it, but we'll see. I think actually, do you know what? If I upgrade some of, there's a few worth coins, but once I upgrade a few of the coins, make it a nice piece, it's easily worth the £55 I paid, and it is the Sixpence collection. Or it was, until these fell out. And it now is again. So we've got the obverse of King George VI. We have then all the 50% dates. These are the silver ones, of course, with a bit more of a value. Apart from this is actually the star. Look at the mintage, look at the coin, look at the condition. That's £25 to £30. That one, that's the nice one. 1952, the rare date. And then we have the ones that are a bit less valuable, but nice. You know, if you had to buy them all individually, they cost at least £1 each to make it worth someone's time selling it. On eBay, online, you're going to pay £1.70 for a first-class stamp. So the postage and packaging and all that, eBay fees are going to mean to actually buy them individually is going to rack up some cost. But there we go. Some of them with a bit low mint, not at all actually. Well, there was one with a bit low mint, wasn't there? No. No, those are all highly minted. But we have got two 53s, which are a bit more collectible. And to end on a bit of a strange note, this album is an old album someone's collected back in the day. These are from the 60s, these albums. And it does smell lovely, like an old second-hand bookshop. It really does have a nice smell to it. But there we go. Oh my goodness. Are you not satisfied with that? How's that for an unboxing? What are we? 23 minutes plus or minus. Thankfully that stayed on, so I've stayed with you. There we go. Right, say Salisbury, Gatehouse Antiques, right by the cathedral. Come on down, cabinets full of goodies, and a link in the description to the whatnot for buy it nows and for live stream auctions. But there we go. You'll see some of this again, I'm sure. But do, for now, comment below your favourite coin of the bundle. For me, I love silver at silver weight and all that stuff, but it has to be my Richard I penny. A nice beauty going into the hammered coin collection. But there we go. I've got a lot of tidying up to do now, so I'll sign out and see you next time on Bits and Bobs.